Hello everyone, and welcome to another Starcraft 2 live cast. Gonna be playing and commentating live from ladder here. Just play this guy. Yeah, I think he knows my style because he kind of hard countered me last game.
Not enough
But
minerals.
we'll see.
Go ahead.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
We will
Not
see.
enough minerals.
I'm gonna send my SCV scout a little bit early because I think he sent a drone out early to block to take his third, and kind of hid that from me. Just things like that, knowing the eBay block was coming, it's, you know, either see a hacker or more likely he just played me before and knows my style from my stream or videos or whatnot.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
SCV
minerals.
ready.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah. Yep. SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Yo. Yeah, whatever. Move it. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Sure thing. Gotcha.
I should actually check the replay from last game.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I didn't get one good bounce that whole
SCV
time.
ready. Bad news. Woo-hoo! Overtime. I can't build here. In the rear with the
Not
gear.
enough minerals.
Yeah, that was probably a little too ballsy with,
Jordan ready. Well, butter.
with 5 hit points on that guy. 1 hit from dying.
Huh? Will do. Ah! You scared me. SCV ready. Big job, huh? We. Go ahead. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. Huh? SCV ready.
Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas. Base is under attack. Not enough minerals.
Looks like just 2 lings on it.
Upgrade complete.
Ah! You scared me. Go, go, go. You gonna give me orders? Bad news. SCV ready. Big job, huh? Go ahead.
Upgrade complete.
Shoot, got that open the door.
Huh? In the rear with the gear. Will do. This better be good. What's going on?
They give us a couple, like an SCV, full SCV cycle there too.
In the rear with the gear. Bandit. SCV ready.
And laid on my 3rd Marine. So good start for him. Kind of rough start for me, and then plus
SCV ready.
expect some hard countering going on here. Maybe not.
Good job. Yep. Ah! Go ahead. Bad news? This better be good. SCV ready. SCV ready. Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
In the rear with the gear. Ready. Got it. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready. Can't wait. This better be good. Been waiting on you. What's going on? Yeah. I'm going. Big job, huh? In the rear with the gear. Bad news?
I placed that bunker wrong. I really wanted to hide my Marines between the bunker and the other thing. I guess I got Queen out of it, and I probably forced out some links and whatnot. So it's not too bad. But I could have done that better.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Roger. Armed and ready. Go ahead. SCV ready. Ah! You scared me! SCV ready. SCV ready.
Unacceptable landing time.
Go, go, go! SCV ready. SCV ready.
Not enough
SCV ready.
minerals.
Gateway coming through. SCV ready.
Research complete. Add-on complete.
In the rear with the gear. Ready to flutter. SCV ready. SCV ready. Inbound. Very well. Yes, indeed. Go ahead. Be ready. Huh?
Things feel late.
We hear you.
Add-on complete. Research
SCV ready. Bad SCV ready. What's going on? You're the boss.
Yeah, starting my command turns at 12
Not
minutes.
enough
That was
minerals.
late.
SCV ready. I can't build here. Yeah. SCV ready.
Let's try earlier
Job,
Hellbats.
huh? Will do. Roger.
Add-on complete. Insufficient rescue gas.
Ah! Huh? Gotcha.
Scanning battlefield conditions.
SCV ready. Yeah, whatever.
Raven online. Awaiting orders.
SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Upgrade complete.
Huh? SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Hellbat coming through.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready.
Engineering at your disposal.
In the rear with the gear. I can't build here. Ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
I
minerals.
can't build here. Coming through.
Raven online.
Hellbat coming through.
In battlefield.
Not enough minerals.
I hear you. Talk to me. Hellbat coming through. Hellbat coming
Insufficient Vespene gas.
State your request. Underway.
Upgrade
through.
complete.
Hellbat coming through.
Engineering at your disposal. Officer.
Upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Raven online. Understood.
Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Yeah.
Not enough minerals.
Raven online.
Upgrade. Your forces are under attack.
Can't wait. It's heating up out here.
He's seen the screen trouble.
Transformation systems primed. Coming through. Ah! You scared me.
Command.
Mineral field
Got any
depleted.
extra firepower?
State your request.
Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespene gas. Not enough minerals.
Raven online.
Huh? Yeah, whatever.
Ready for service. Officer.
I don't even know what his composition's made of. I haven't seen any units yet. Ultras. Interesting.
Your forces are under attack.
Alright, so
Bad news.
fusion core.
Not enough minerals.
It's heating up out
Additional
here.
supply depots required.
Hellbat coming
Raven
through.
online.
Hell yeah.
Raven online. Commencing.
I think I'm too far ahead of him here.
Got any extra firepower?
Raven online.
Move it. What's going on? I can't build here.
Ooh, never got my structure armor.
State your request. This vessel will comply.
Oh, shoot something.
Job.
I didn't think you'd be looking.
It's heating up out here.
State your request.
Oh, that's actually really
In
bad.
the rear with the gear.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Your
Inbound.
forces are under attack.
No one lives forever. Hellbat coming through.
Upgrade complete.
In the rear with the gear. I'm going. We'll butter my biscuit. Hellbat coming through.
Mineral field depleted.
Yo. SCV ready. Yep, I can't build here. Gotcha.
Mineral field upgrade complete.
Let's try and create a wall.
That's the negatory. It's blocked. SCV ready.
Research complete. Our SCVs are under attack.
I changed the color somehow. I can worry about it right now though, because it's really.
Talk to me. Here we
Your
go.
forces are under attack.
Firepower.
Mineral field completed. Your forces are under attack. Insufficient rescue gas. Base is under attack.
See my cursor.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Scanning battlefield.
Our SCVs are under attack. Additional supply required.
This vessel will comply.
Go ahead.
Okay. So now we're gonna head down there.
Additional supply depots required.
Bad news.
Not enough minerals.
Huh? Yep. We hear you. What's going on?
Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser
scared me.
exhausted.
Yes, Commander.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh shoot.
Big
Our
job.
SCVs are under attack.
You hailed?
Additional supply depots. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
So it's inevitably going to be a lot of corruptors. So I'm trying to. Get the Viking count up. I'm supply capped right now.
Right away.
Additional supply depots required.
Making more BCs, that's probably a mistake.
Additional supply depots required.
Huh?
Mineral field depleted.
Command.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
State your request.
Hellbat.
Not enough energy. Additional base is under attack. Additional supply depots required. Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Mineral field completed. Vespine geyser exhausted.
Oh, really?
Base is under attack.
What's going on?
made too many battlecruisers. I don't need that many.
Replay saved.
I think 2 waves of BCs is the way to go. That gets you 8 battlecruisers out, and then you switch straight to Vikings. You join up your Ravens with your battlecruisers. The BCs give you, the versus ground damage, especially versus ultralisks, because the Yamato is a nice way to bypass that 6 armor on the ultras. BCs can help a little bit versus air too, but corruptors are obviously way better than battlecruisers in a head-to-head fight. Corruptors also have really high armor too. With full upgrades, they have 5 armor, almost as good as the battlecruiser itself. And since BCs do such low damage per hit, BCs just aren't that good versus corruptors. But the BCs are the kind of utility unit you need. And then you get the Ravens and use them for PDDs, and that shuts down the corruptors from doing damage. And then your actual damage output versus corruptors is going to be Vikings. So that's why I say 2 waves of battlecruisers. That gets you 8. Join up your existing Ravens you had from earlier in the game, which unfortunately was not as many as I thought I would, because I got them all chain bungled. Fungal actually works just as well versus Ravens as it did in Wings of Liberty. It's only ever nerfed the damage towards armored units, and Ravens are not armored. Yeah, so then once you have your existing Ravens and your 8 battlecruisers, you start pumping non-stop Vikings. And then you got a nice little Death Force that should be able to handle anything Zerg can throw at you, with the exception of maybe good fungal growth, but most Zergs don't use Infestors as an anti-air unit. This was the mistake here. I didn't mean to put this flush against the hatchery. I wanted to have it 1 hex up, and the way I like to do it is I put all my Marines between the bunker and the hatchery, and then I put a hold position SCV on either side. So if Zerglings come A moving, they'll try to get the Marines because they're the highest threat priority, because the SCVs aren't actually attacking, which means they'll just dance around and not be able to get in. It's like sort of the same idea with how you surround a cannon with probes, and Zerglings won't be able to attack it unless they specifically target the probes or do some sort of hold position micro. So I think this could have turned out better. Obviously having my guys stuffed in here wouldn't have worked versus the queen, but I think I still could have killed the queen and gotten in there. That was a bad micro too. Underestimate how long range the queen is. Yeah, see, the thing still hadn't arrived, so I still could have had 2 to 3 Marines stuffed in here, depending on how well I might go versus that queen. SCV is protecting it, and then a bunker almost complete. Then when the bunker completes, I can put all 3 Marines in the bunker and then keep my 3 SCVs in this little spot. So like my repair is a lot safer, we'll say. If I was going to do this bunker thing, actually it probably would have made more sense over here. Because I gotta think, like, if a queen comes down the ramp, you can pick away at those repairing units. Or if I did it more like this, the bunker is more in the way. So had I pulled this off successfully, would I have taken down this hatchery? Absolutely not. But would I have forced out about 20 Zerglings? Absolutely yes, because that's about what it would take to blast through this bunker. Unless he already had a roach war on the way, which he did. Okay, so then I would have forced out like 6 roaches, or 8 roaches. Which is good. You never know. Sometimes if you complete a bunker and you get your Marines in it with SCVs nearby, he may even choose to cancel the hatchery. It would be the wrong choice, but something you might choose to do. So at the beginning of the game I got a pretty gigantic lead. Part of it was... Actually, let me just... I know replays are always a lot louder. Let me lower the game volume. Okay. Yeah, part of it was that I was actually ahead, and then the other part of it was that he was quick teching the ultralisks. So, you know, a lot of his money was going to attack, and a lot of his money was going into his bank, just waiting for the ultralisk attack to finish. I probably should have been tipped off by that just from the lack of units. You know, he didn't have large Mutaflock, I never saw a bunch of bailing, so like, where's his gas going? I guess there's roaches. Didn't really know about that. Ooh, that's rough. Hey, are those red flames? Dope. Forgot my blue flame. I guess it's not that big of a deal if I'm facing ultras and roaches, but and it's not like red flame hellbats are bad versus zerglings. They are quite good, but they 3-shot instead of 2-shot, so it takes a little bit longer to cut through the zerglings. I guess this was kind of a mistake. I take advantage of people's attention. If you cast a Seeker Missile at an opponent, they don't get an attack warning from it. You only get an attack warning when you actually do damage to your opponent. So sometimes I feel like I can walk in and just cast a whole bunch of Seekers and he won't even notice what's going on. I use it a lot versus Terran to clear out low bio clumps. You cast the Seekers and then you don't engage until the Seekers land. It's kind of like the hidden secret attack. So let's see the units lost. Let's see how bad this turned out for me. I'm ahead by 5,500 right now. I think I lose a ton of Ravens, but I think I kill some stuff too, so it's not terrible. I don't get the ultras down though. He's having to pull in weak units to take care of it. Maybe I got these ultras down here. There's one, two, yeah, okay. So down by 4,000. Oh, a little bit more. 4,200. So that wasn't too terrible, even though I lost a significant amount of my Ravens there. He only got ahead by 1,500 resources, but I think I lost... My Raven count is at 21. 22 including that one. Now it's at 7. So I lost 14 Ravens. No, 15 Ravens. So that kind of sucked. And it's kind of like the last point where I needed my Ravens too for anything offensive. Like that was like their last attack. It's kind of like those stories, the war stories you hear, like someone's like last mission, and then like that's the one where they get shot down. It's like one more time, and I got to go home forever. Nope, I lost my legs, my life. Because from this point forward, I have my BCs out on the field. I think, yeah, more or less, and I'll be joining the Ravens up with them. So I get asked this a lot. What do you like, ultralisks against this build? As soon as they come out, I just die. So I want to cover what your SEP should be versus ultralisks. First of all, you should try to get a gut feel of when they're coming. And by gut feel, obviously, you're basing this on logical decisions. If he's going Roach Hydra, very unlikely you're going to see ultralisks. I mean, you might, but Roach Hydra spends a decent amount of gas, and it just doesn't really mesh well with ultralisks. You know, there are different attack upgrades and whatnot. So I'd be thinking ultralisk more if you're facing more of a Ling heavy composition. Melee upgrades, like Ling muta bailing sort of thing. You can scan here, you know, see if he takes his hive, because that could be the indicator of when it could be coming. I don't really like scanning that much. You know, you lose 270 minerals every time you do it, I guess. But at this point in the game, it's not a big deal, and it would actually be smart because minerals aren't that important to me. It's just like more throwaway hellbats if you scan. But you can get the feel for when it's coming off of other things, because if he's going mutilating bailing and then there's like a segment of time where you're not seeing as much gas stuff, like he's not adding to his mute account anymore, or like the bailings have kind of stopped being produced. That probably means he's making the transition. But in general, if you're going against mutilating bailing, I would suggest throwing down the fusion core at say 16 or 17 minutes, or as soon as you see an ultralisk, if ultralisk comes before then, because it's probably going to come eventually. And having the fusion core down just means you can get the BCs out that much quicker. Also, if you're using the hellbats like I do, just these vehicle and ship plating, which is nice for ravens and hellbats, will also help your battle cruisers. And usually you're getting your third plating upgrade by the time you start your BCs, so it's not like you need a second armory. As soon as that's done, you can start working on the ship weapons. Right, so let's go back to when I first saw the ultras. And I'll go over, like now that I kind of cover like how to identify it and to be a little bit pre-prepared for it with the fusion core down. What you want to do is just keep counterattacking. Keep sending out your hellbats. Hellbats do a little bit of damage versus ultras because they do have the high burst damage, which is nice at cutting through armored units, but high armor units, I should say. But they're generally not that great. So I would just keep using them for harass, trying to keep them on the defensive as much as possible. Because this is the time where ultralisks rule the map and he can go and destroy whatever he wants. Continue to counterattack with your ravens, try to do it better than this. What you don't want to do is try to engage ultralisks with ravens, even though I just did it right there. But for the most part, like when ultralisks are hitting one of my base, I'm not pulling my ravens back to defend. I'm using that time to send my ravens in to counterattack. I'm saying like, well, he's out of position attacking my base, I'm gonna go attack his base. So this is kind of the base trading part of the game, as you wait for your battle cruisers to come out. And hopefully you come out more or less break even in that part. Like I've had, I take out 2 of his bases, he takes out 2 of my bases, that sort of thing. And then once you got your first 4 battle cruisers, I would suggest getting energy before Yamato. It's not like you're going to have energy for Yamato anyways at the start, so it's Behemoth Reactor takes 80 seconds to complete. Battle Cruiser takes 90 seconds to complete. So as long as you start them at the same time, your first Battle Cruisers will pop out with a plus 25 energy. So I'd say from this point forward, the game always goes identical every single time. The economy can determine whether this sort of wall-off thing you can do too. Of course, you probably don't want to queue it up with just 2 SCVs because it'll take way too long. But like here, if you get a nice little wall in front and he comes in this direction, the ultras will naturally try to get at the planetary fortresses, and they'll get all like cramped and jammed up, and you'll have to like manually focus fire down some of these structures in front. I suggest 2x2 structures, just because the more structures that are in his way, the better. It doesn't really matter how many hit points they have, because ultras can cut through hit points like crazy fast. So supply depots are probably the best choice. And if you're already maxed at 200 supply, then missile turrets are the exact same stats as a supply depot, I think. Well, it's less hit points, but again, hit points isn't that big of a deal. But the other thing is it's the same cost and at least has a little bit more utility than a supply depot. If we're talking at the point where you're already at maxed out supply. That's just a little delay tactic. It's not a big deal. You can also just waste all your minerals on more Hellbats if you want. Also, you can't go crazy in the minerals because now you're building BCs and eventually Vikings. It's not like minerals are like a free resource anymore for you. It's still a gas heavy build, but not crazy gas heavy like when you're amassing Ravens. So he's attacking somewhere, I'm attacking elsewhere. I'm going to send out these Hellbats, I'm going to send my Ravens out again, do some more harass. Micro as best as you can here, you know, it's nice to grab all your SCVs, you know, right click them on the PF to repair it, and then maybe like shift click it over to another one of your bases, so maybe some of the SCVs will actually flee when the repair fails. Kinda got caught out here. Thought going to the north would be the safe way. Like I assumed he's going to be coming to my main, but he didn't. So I've taken out one of his bases while he took out one of mine. Now the BCs are out. And this is where the next transition will happen. Almost inevitably, when this happens, he's going to start building corruptors. We'll probably see it in the production tab at some point. 1 Yamato per ultralisk is probably the most efficient. Unless it's really important to snipe a ultralisk really quickly, in which case you might want to, you know, double tap an ultralisk with Yamato. Yamato does 300 damage, right? And you have 500 hit points, so it's not like the second Yamato is too inefficient. It still does 200 damage, assuming the ultralisk is at full hit points. So that's the end of his altars. You can see the 9 corruptors are coming. And unfortunately, I had an extra wave of battle cruisers here, and I didn't want this. I think this original 8 would be perfect. Whatever you're doing with your Ravens harass, now they're joining up with the BCs, because the BCs are completely dead to corruptors without the help of PDD. If there's enough corruptors, Seeker Missile would actually be better than PDD, but you're going to have enough firepower from things like Vikings. And now you should be building 4 Vikings at a time. So say by the time I reach this base, I should have 4 Vikings with my army, 4 more on the way. By the time I hit the next base, I should be up to like 12 or 16 Vikings. And that many Vikings with PDD will really destroy the corruptors. And then the ground forces are handled by your 8 BCs. Can slowly transition back into Mass Raven and Hellbat if he stops his ultralisk production. Of course, the only way you can really guarantee that is if you take out his ultralisk cavern. So here he comes, and unfortunately, I built that extra wave of battle cruisers. So instead of having the 8 Vikings, I got 4 BCs that are out of position. And then I think I had a supply cap. Yeah, 166 and 167. And I think I have supply cap to 155 as well. So I don't really have the Vikings here. I think I have 1 Viking with my army, but the PDDs will still slow down the corruptors, and Yamato's pretty good against corruptors. It does kill them one shot. But again, no, don't really have the firepower that I want for this fight. That's more or less it. This Sky Doom army should be really strong. Once you got a handle on things, don't feel free to pull SCVs over here as well to help repair, or call down mules to repair. Remember you were base trading before this point in the battle, so don't forget about your economy as well. You may need to rebuild. And with Broodlords over here, and this is Broodlord Corruptor. I'm just rallying all my, you know, just build a whole bunch of missile turrets behind your PF, repair your PF, and rally your Vikings over here. The Vikings can kite the Broodlords. Well, they can attack the Broodlords and kite the Corruptors, and the Corruptors come over to cover. Unfortunately, I wasn't really looking at the time. Those Corruptors just killed me. But you can see you can use the range of your Vikings to just keep falling back to your missile turrets. It's actually unfortunate that you went Broodlords, because that's the last thing you want when I'm going Sky Terran. With the Hydrolist, he's actually draining the PDDs really quickly, so these Corruptors are doing pretty good damage. He's not using Corruption, which is actually a decent spell in this case. there's not, that was just kind of a move micro, right? So there's not a whole lot else you have to do besides macro at that time, but yeah, corruption can be nice. I believe what it does is lower the armor, which isn't that big of a deal. No, it doesn't. It just increases damage taken by 20%. So that's actually pretty huge. So that's better than lowering the armor a couple. So they do 22 damage, right? So that the 20% is an extra 5 damage per shot. This Sky Terran army is quite immobile, so if you ever get to a point where you're killing a base and you want to keep moving on because like there's action happening everywhere and you don't want to just sit here killing a base. If the base is undefended, just drop like 3 auto turrets and then manually move your army to the next base. That's one way to keep your Sky Terran army moving and with and still having the ability to finish off the thing you want to finish off. Obviously, if he's defending the base, then you want your whole army there. But if there's nothing left defending it, and that will often happen. I mean, a lot of times Zerg will just avoid your Death Ball Sky Terran and hit in other places. It's nice to keep your Death Ball moving at a really good clip. So again, get the Fusion Core when you suspect ultralisks. As soon as you see ultras, start battlecruiser production and go in like base trade mode. Do not try to engage ultras with your ravens. Use your ravens to counterattack. If he attacks over here, send your hellbats over here. Get your ravens in this base, throwing down auto turrets until you get your first 4 BCs out. Once you get your BCs out, you can come and start mowing down the ultras, especially when it's you got your Yamato kicked in as well. As soon as he sees your battlecruisers, it's almost always going to be getting corruptors. So when your battlecruisers start engaging his ultralisks, that's the time to bring your ravens back. Your ravens are very key for keeping your battlecruisers alive. Bring your ravens back to your battlecruisers, join them together, and once you have a couple waves of BCs, say 6 to 8, just start pumping Vikings. And that composition will deal with Mass Corruptor quite well. Even if he's been upgrading air previously in the game, like say you just had a high muta count earlier and you had like 3-2 Corruptors or something, just PDD Viking battlecruisers is just far too strong. If you're engaging a ground end air army, which I mean you're not going to see Hydras and Corruptors that often, but if say like there's when you're in this engagement there's ultralisks as well. Try to keep an eye on how well you're going to dominate the air. If he has like a lot of corruptors and it looks like you might be in trouble, you got to use those Yamatos to start sniping corruptors. But if it looks like your PDDs and Vikings are just going to slaughter his corruptors, then don't waste your Yamato on his air units. Save your Yamato for taking out the ultralisks. The ultralisks are always going to be an issue for you. Because a lot of time at this point in the game, he'll stay in base trade mode once you send out this death ball. Like you're sending out a death ball and he sells 8 ultralisks, he'll just keep his 8 ultralisks wherever your air army isn't. So when I'm attacking down here, he's coming and cutting through these bases up top with his ultras. Okay, with that, we'll call it the end of this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check the description for a thumbs up link, and I am gone. Goodbye.